What's going on, YouTube? I want to come at y'all and give y'all just a little bit of update on me, going through, getting sick, having the coronavirus, getting over it. You know what I'm saying? Um, I came home from the hospital on March the 23rd, and I didn't find out until the 25th that I actually tested positive for the coronavirus. So when I went in the hospital on the 17th, that's when they tested me. So when they came back and they told me on the 25th that I actually had it, they was like, well, obviously we know you probably had it before you actually, got admitted to the hospital on the 17th. So as far as that whole, 14-day thing, you know what I'm saying? They counted from the 17th to the 31st of March. And that would have been, 14 days, and I should have been coronavirus free. So it's been 7 days since that, today being April the 7th. I just saw a video last night on Instagram, and it was a girl on there that she said she tested positive for the coronavirus, but I guess she wasn't as sick as I was as far as like pneumonia and all that type of shit. And as far as just me being sick and having low oxygen and all of that. So they sent her home. So I guess she was saying that since she did her self quarantine at her parents' house, she wanted to get retested. But she said that they wasn't really offering, a whole retesting process. But I guess she, begged and pleaded, and they tested her again, which was like 2 days after her self quarantine. So she said the 2 days after that, she tested positive for it again. So now, I'm sitting over here 7 days later, and I'm like, well, damn, I've been around my family. So I'm like, do I still have the shit? Is it laying dormant in my body? Can I still get people, infected? So I'm like, it's really a fucked up situation because the doctors, the government, scientists, they don't really know what's going on. They don't really have no answers for the shit. You know what I'm saying? I've been telling a lot of people about, what happened. A lot of my friends and, family that, it was some of them that really didn't believe that this shit was for real as far as just, the shit that's going on with the coronavirus pandemic. But now they believe it because I got sick. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, everybody keep asking me, well, how was you feeling? You know what I'm saying? Like, what happened? I didn't have no sense of taste, so that shit is true. Flu-like symptoms. Like I told y'all, I went to the hospital once on the 12th, and they told me I had the flu. They sent me home, and they was like, just go home. We're gonna give you, a prescription for Tamiflu. But the Tamiflu, if any of y'all watching this video and you had the flu and you go to the hospital and they try to give you Tamiflu, don't take that shit. The shit had me tripping. I started hallucinating. I thought I was seeing shit. You know what I'm saying? So I stopped taking that shit. And then I started talking to people about it. They were like, "Yeah, don't take that shit." I'm like, "Well, I wish I had known. I already done experienced the whole hallucination thing." You know what I'm saying? So, you know, as far as the pneumonia, I had never had that. Not being able to breathe, having to be on oxygen, it was a fucked up situation. You know what I'm saying? Having to be in that hospital for 6 days and your family can't come see you. You scared. You don't know what the fuck gonna happen. And like I was telling y'all in the other video, I was hearing people screaming and crying from inside my room. So that didn't make it no better. And I remember being in there and I was getting frustrated. And I don't think I said this on the last video, but at one point I got so frustrated, so I asked the doctor. I said, "Bro, let me ask you something." I said, "If I tell y'all to take all this shit off me, take this oxygen out my nose, this IV out my arm, this monitor off my finger, and all this shit, what's gonna happen?" He was like, "Well, legally, we can't make you stay because you ain't committed no crime or nothing." He was like, "But you want me to be honest with you?" He said, "Off the record." I said, "Yeah, be honest with me, off the record." He said, "I'm not gonna discharge you, so you're not gonna have no paperwork saying that I let you go." He said, "But I'll tell the nurse to come in here right now and take all this stuff off you. But when you go home," he said, "you're gonna die in a few days." I was like, "What?" He was like, "Yeah, because you ain't producing enough oxygen where you'll have enough oxygen to go to your vital organs, especially your brain." You know what I'm saying? I was like, "Damn." But it's like, I can't believe I went through that shit, but I did. But I'm telling everybody, man, be safe, do whatever you can do to try to, stay at home. I know it's kind of hard. Hell, I'm getting ready to go to the store now. But this shit got to stop somewhere. Like, I don't know what it's going to take to stop. I don't know if they're going to have to bring the National Guard in and just make niggas stay at home. But as long as people keep moving around, that shit going to just keep spreading because we don't know where it's at. Like me, I just had it. Supposedly by the 31st, it's supposed to have been gone, but now this chick make the video talking about, oh, she still was testing positive for it 2 days later. It's been 7 days since, quote unquote, the shit's supposed to have been out of my system. I'm like, well, damn, is it really out of my system? You know what I'm saying? Luckily, ain't nobody in my house sick. Luckily, ain't nobody sick. I've been checking on all of them, like making sure, you know, ain't nobody had nothing. They all good. I hope it stay that way. But, man, we got to do something about this, man. That's all I wanted to give y'all, man. I just wanted to let y'all know, as far as me, I feel fantastic. Like, ain't nothing wrong. I don't feel no sickness, period. The only thing I got now is like every now and again I get this little in my breathing, and I just go use the inhaler that they gave me. I never had asthma, never had no respiratory issues, but they were telling me, like, I guess since my lungs were so fucked up from the pneumonia, that I guess that might be around for a minute, you know what I'm saying, as far as the little gasp of air I get. But outside of that, man, I'm feeling fine. Haven't worked in a month, you know what I mean? I'm like, look, y'all got to come on with this shit now. But anyway, I'm out. If y'all got any questions, leave them in the comments. Anybody that want me to, like, come on their show to talk about my experience, I'm with it. I'm out.